1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, what we're going to do here is we're going to learn how to play some very cool sounding licks in the right hand, and we're going to base this off of the 2-5-1 progression. And this is going to be an intermediate towards advanced level program. So what we'll do is, just to start off, is this. We'll go through a basic F major scale and number the tones. So our F major scale is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then after that we go to 1. What we're going to do is we're going to base everything off of the chords. Okay, so in the key of F, the scale tone 7th chords, we got the 1 chord, which is F major 7, 2 chord G minor 7, 3 chord A minor 7, 4 chord B flat major 7, 5 chord C dominant 7th, 6 chord D minor 7, 7 chord E minor 7 flat 5, or it's also called an E half diminished 7th chord, and then we're back to the 1. Okay, so we're going to base everything off of the 2 to the 5 to the 1. Now, like I mentioned, this is an intermediate towards advanced level program, so if you need to get caught up on those, then take a look at my program, The Secret 7 Numbers of Successful Piano Playing. And in that course, I actually go through all 12 keys. We learn our number systems, you learn how to write tunes, you learn all the chords and the progressions, and that will catch you up to speed. So anyway, let's get on with it. So our first chord we're going to concentrate on in the key of F is a 2 chord, which is going to be our G minor 7. So G, B flat, D, F. And then we're going to go to the 5 chord, which is the C dominant 7, C, E, G, B flat. And then the 1 chord, F, A, C, E, the F major 7. So all I'm going to do for right now is I'm going to use our chord tones to create our ideas. Here's how I'm going to do it. First chord, the G minor 7, I'm going to lead into the G here from a half step below. So I'm going to go from this F sharp into the G, and then I'm just going to play the regular notes of the chord. After that, the second part of the run, we're going to play the C dominant 7th, so just running the notes right up, so it sounds like this. And then to end the chord, we're going to lead into the 3rd to the root for the F major 7. So the whole run is this. Okay, left hand. All I'm going to do is play the shell chords. So in the left hand for the G minor 7, I'm just going to play the 1 and the flat 7, so G and F. C7, I'm just going to represent it by playing the 1 and the 3, C and E, and then the F major 7, 1 and 7 again. Okay, here's the way the run sounds. Let's do that run again. Okay, so now let's experiment a little bit. What I want to do is, just like I led into the G minor 7 chord, let's try leading into the C dominant 7th chord this time from a half step below C. So we're going to start on the B and lead us there. Okay, so the first one, second one. Okay, and then for the F, we'll just do the same thing we did before. Okay, now here's the problem when we do that. We don't have enough time to fit that in, okay? So here's what we're going to do. Instead of trying to play this here and throw off our timing, what I want to do is I'm not going to play all of the notes of the G minor 7 chord. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play these 3 notes. So I'm going to lead into that, and then to get into the C, I'm going to put that right there and lead into the C, and then I can go up and resolve it like I did before. So it sounds like this. And if you want to, in the left hand, you can go from the major 7th, 1 and 7, to 1 and 6 to the major 6th. So again. Okay, so you can see that's a pretty good sounding run. Now, what I did for that particular run is I led into the G, then I led into the C, and then I resolved on the F. Now, what I did when I played that is I was going up. Okay, we can also experiment coming down. So what I'm going to do this time is this. We're still going to focus on the G minor 7 chord, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to start and I'm going to work my way down. So I'll do something like this, and I'm going to lead into the D here. So what I'm doing is I'm leading into the D from above, then below, and then right into it. So like this. Okay. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lead into the C, but here's what I'm going to do. Instead of going all the way down to the C here, I'm going to use this E, I'm going to use the G, B flat. So I'm just going to use those 3 notes from our C chord, from the C7. So the run is like this. And then I'm going to use those 3 notes, and then I'm going to lead into the F like I did before. Okay, so it's like this. So put the chords with it. Okay, so again. So you can see that's a pretty good run. Now what we're going to do in the full version of this lesson, we're going to explore that more. We're going to create more runs. We're going to be experimenting with different chord tones and seeing some of the things that we can come up with. Not only that, in the full lesson, we're going to actually step it up. So here we were concentrating on the G minor 7, for instance, to the C7, to the F major 7. In the full lesson, we're going to do some extensions off of that. So we'll do like a G minor 9 chord, you know, then we'll do a variation of the C7. So we might do something like this, you know, which is a C7 with a flat 9 chord, and then going to the F major 9. So we're going to experiment with that a little bit. We might even do some more extensions, and we're going to just go in and out of the runs. And we're not going to do it in all 12 keys. We're going to do it in maybe like 3 or 4 keys, and that way once you get the general idea, then you can go ahead and transpose it to the other 12 keys on your own.